Welcome back to our battle series, part 1, Battle of the Neapolitan Pizzas. Now, when I speak of Neapolitan, I do not speak of the global standard that was developed in our very own city of Napoli, because that is a very strict window. Do not worry though, we will be heading toward an authentically board-approved actual Neapolitan pizza. We have 2 other places that are approaching that definition. First up, Ciao Pizza and Pasta. I am beyond excited and thrilled to be here because we came here once before. Now I have an even greater love for Neapolitan pizza. So let's go out on the patio and try some pizza. It was probably around a year ago when I was filming my generic pizza video. I'm so excited to be back and honed in on Neapolitan style of pizza here. This is consistently made a top pizza in America, top Neapolitan. It's not precise with all the measurements and requirements and philosophically righteous standards of Neapolitan chemistry, but it has definitely preserved a lot of the heritage of what makes Neapolitan pizza really shine. One of the things that I loved when I came here last time is the service and hospitality is incredible. I'm so excited because the same guy who gave me a free cannoli sample last time is servicing us today. They have free chips now. Thank you. Free chips. What a deal to start off my budgeting appetite. I asked him what is one top pizza pick that would evoke maximum FOMO. It's a prosciutto di Parma. It's got gorgonzola, it's got mozzarella, prosciutto, it's got balsamic, freshly topped with a bit of arugula. Super excited to try this pizza. Here it is. Thinly sliced meat is like my favorite thing. It's like those chips that have 60 calories for 100 chips. That's how I feel about prosciutto. Oh my gosh, this is so fresh. There's nothing like the feeling of hot bread that you know has just come out of a fire. This is maximum leakage from the cheese. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me catch this with my mouth. That prosciutto catches all of the rich oil and cheesiness. It is so, so fresh. Oh, that cheese is so good. This cheese, it's like the cheese that I like in Alfredo, but I feel like I can eat it without hating myself. Those 2 cheeses, whatever they do, they should have lots of babies. You taste the prosciutto first, and then you get into some of the texture of the herb. It really makes you feel like you've gone on an adventure tour. And then that fig jam hits you and brings it all the way home. There's nothing I can find wrong about this pizza. None of the ingredients disrupt the foundation of yumminess. They know how to dance together. They've been training on the ballroom for years, learning how to like step back when they need to, and then come forward and be super sexy when they have to. Where like, you know, you're a group dance and like that other dancer comes up front is like, and the other dancer goes up front is like, this is an American touch. America touched it well. Even though pizza is my life, I just finished filming a video on cannolis in the North End, so now I come back to this cannoli with a different lens. Oh, it is still chilled. This is like a third of the size of the cannolis I had in the North End, but it is arguably more dense. My one and only cannoli of the day, probably. The biggest game changer on this cannoli is the crispiness of this crust. It is so flaky and crunchy. It is like I was just born today. And the cream is everything you want cream to be. And it's smaller, so I don't feel as bad. And that, my friends, is the secret to my heart when it comes to cannoli eating. Welcome outside of our second pizza place, Cara in Cambridge. Central in the square. Cara actually translates into yes, dear. I think for me it's very endearing. This place is actually the first solo-owned venture by chef Michael Lombardi, who also owns a South End Italian restaurant. Can you agree with me that Michael Lombardi sounds like such an epic chef name? The MVP of pizza making. They actually specialize in a type of spin-off of Neapolitan pizza called Canotto style pizza. Canotto connotes a small floaty boat, which is to say that the crust is a little bit puffier and poofier and floofier, as almost a little lifeboat that is inflatable. In line with the very intense boat theme, I'm looking at this puddle down under. It looks super sexy, not super efficient. Look at how that olive oil Red Sea just kind of parts right up in here. So fresh. I can barely hold this. Oh my God. I'm so happy with this flavor. It tastes like the essence of Alfredo. The garlic looks like apricot. It's so colorful, shining and shimmering and splendid. This is better than a lot of pizzas I've had, and it's garlic bread. What the heck? Who made this boat? If you could just come here and pay for the garlic bread, I would come here and pay. When you want garlic and oil and cheese and carbs, this is what you want. I know that there's a whole pizza coming, but I'm sorry, I have to do this. Nobody needs saving here. I'm in my lifeboat of choice. Let me tell you, if you don't like garlic bread, come here and eat this garlic bread. It is the lifeboat that you need. Today we ordered the lamb sausage pizza, which has some chickpea chili crisp on it. Immediate wow factor, so much deep color. They've got more than 3 basil leaves, which honestly, guys, in my experience, is not to be taken for granted. Some deeply cooked, almost braised colors here. Not gonna waste a second. We're gonna have to do the New York pick-me-up. Whoa, that lamb is expert level. I'm really loving the chickpea on this. Usually, nuts and peas are like an afterthought. You know, one of those extras in those TV shows where you're like, you need to be here to help round out the scene, but like, I don't know who you are. This chickpea is like self-announcing. Also, the tartness of the tomato, the sweetness of the tomato, the tomato-iness of the tomato. And you see this? It's like substantial levels of dark brown to blackness. I've never loved like darkened crust the way that I love this crust. Oh! This sweet pepper right here, it is not sweet. It is vinegary. Oh yeah, my kind of pepper, baby. You know the man inside, who's also like the general manager, he said that he loves all the pizzas here, but the garlic bread is his favorite. I was a little scared, like, oh no, is this pizza gonna be a letdown? Because even the man who knows the pizza says the garlic bread is his favorite pizza. It's not a letdown. It is a allow up. I don't feel like I would feel this way here, but I feel this way. We are at our third and final pizza place, Mast. I have a confession to make. I picked this place on an impulse. I learned one vital and crucial fact about this place. In Massachusetts, it is the only certifiably Neapolitan, authentic, best of the best pizza. There are like 10 shadow people behind this organization that has to train you and approve you and monitor you over a span of years in order for you to maintain approval from the board. It is squarely in downtown Boston. The inside is spacious and the outside is also rustic. Well, there's a lot more commotion. We are seated next to hand-grown basil and parsley. When you can just pick a basil leaf from the corner of your patio, I think I trust you. By the way, the oven used to bake these pizzas, or to fire them rather, is 6,000 pounds. The wind is strong in these parts. Da, 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 da. So today we ordered the porcini. It's composed of porcini, mushrooms, impeccable gorgonzola, and it's also got fior di latte, which is like standard Neapolitan creaminess. This is Le Joy. It's got that milky, shaved, white look, the porcini action going on. That is some serious fungi. This crust, super robust. I don't feel a lot of bubbliness with this. All right, first bite of authentically verified Neapolitan pizza in the States. That is some cheesy, aged mushroom flavor. I feel like this one's probably the most decadent one yet. There is nothing getting in the way. There's no tomato in that. Woo, that tastes like money. Crust, bubbly, crunchy, tender, pull apart, chewy. The richness of that can't be met with the finest of kings. This is the mushroomiest mushroom that all mushrooms aspire to shroom to. It's time for the 70s because this is a funky pizza. The type of person that would like this level of funk is the type of person that would eat like truffles for breakfast. Dip it in like mushroom puree over a bed of truffle gorgonzola and melted mushroom. Woo, let me tell you. This pizza day is not to be reckoned with. It is heavy. I'm feeling it now. I'm just gonna sprinkle some red pepper over here. I think it might take some of the edge off the intense creamy funk. Oh, wow, yes. That is good. That is helpful. I almost recommend that from the first bite. This is a lifesaver. This one is a very good first impression in terms of authentic Neapolitan in Boston. Don't regret it. Wow. I think this has got to be my favorite pizza day that we've had on this channel. And that is saying something because we've had a very decent amount of pizza on this channel. So we're gonna deliver the conclusion of the results of my likings. If I think about my feelings, no thinkings. I'm pretty done. I'm all pizza now. No feelings, no try. If I don't think too hard about it, my bias and my preference goes to Ciao. That is saying something because I remember the first time I visited Ciao, I was like, if it's paper, it's pretty good like this. And this time, I obsessed over that first bite of prosciutto, the warmth, the basil. Is there basil on there? No. The arugula, the gorgonzola, the symphony, the synergy, the perfection. All said and done, I gotta say it's Ciao. Now, if you think about what this video is all about, the essence of Neapolitan pizza, the board, the people who are behind the operation in Naples, you can't go wrong here at Mast. I would come back in a heartbeat to try some of their other less intense, less rich, less deep pizzas. Ciao and Mast, as has been said, it's a mood thing. You want a little bit of a twist on Neapolitan, go to Ciao. If you want some of the most irreplicable Neapolitan in Boston, come here to Mast. Best Neapolitan style pizzas I've ever had, and that is saying something, folks. Next time, we're gonna do still wood-fired pizza, but not Neapolitan pizza. Clarification, all Neapolitan pizza is wood-fired pizza, but not all wood-fired pizza is Neapolitan pizza. So I'm really excited for the next installment, but until then, thanks and bye.